created the book exhibition is to create the awareness on the literature. What are the literature available to enhance their research life, academic life, even social life and personal life also. In this regard, our Honorable Vice Chancellor has encouraged us to conduct this program. So I welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor to this function. Even meanwhile, I welcome our the Professor Samant Roy sir, who is the registrar of this institute, who is suggesting me and supporting me in all administrative activities, because I'm new to this department. And I welcome Professor D. Lada sir, who is the finance officer for us. Library is a place where we only request for the fund to purchase all the academic resources. Whenever I will meet the finance officer, he is very cordial. He will say how we have to go ahead, what are the fund allocated. Sir, thank you, and we welcome you also.
Delighted to be here for two reasons. One, that we have decided to have this function on a very important day, which is International Women's Day. And secondly, our librarian, ever since he joined, probably this is the first function he is organizing. So I thought I will definitely attend this, despite having a lot of commitments today, for obvious reasons. Because there was some function somewhere else, which they told me to address. Seeing the importance of the day, I thought I will do that. I spent 5-7 minutes there. Then we are having our own selection committee, which I said, please carry on. And then third one I attended. So I said I will attend this one also, despite having a very hectic day. But that's the way one should manage. This is what I believe in very firmly. I have been highlighting one sentence that, if you, I'm saying this because we have a very bad habit in our society to pamper our male child and not to serve to that extent our female child, which is a very bad kind of practice that we have been following, not from now, for a good number of days, years, and this is what we have learned from our ancestors. That's the way they have been looking at the things, and then probably it has filtered down to us. That if you educate a boy, educate a male member, you educate a family at best. In addition to that individual, you are educating a family, nothing else, not beyond. But if you educate a woman to that same extent, you are not educating a family alone, you are educating a generation. And what counts here in our country particularly is the service to the generations. And that when one woman gets educated, generation is served. And I am of the opinion that we talk about gender equality. What is gender equality? It should have been there. In fact, our country is the one where, from our good ancient philosophy, gender equality has always been there. In our own religion, which I practice, gender equality is given the highest place. In fact, in that it is written, women for their efforts is not only to be appreciated, she needs to be worshipped. But then the question is, how many of us are doing it? Gender equality will talk. Economics, they will talk from their own angle, political scientists will talk from their own angle, biology will have their own issues. But gender equality in the true sense, it begins from your own house, from your own family. That is what is important. Gender equality, we will talk, we will read, we will discuss, we will read papers, but then that remains only on paper. But in practice, we need to begin. The charity begins at home, they say. So we need to begin from our own houses. Are we really treating our women folk in an equal manner? When you introspect, you will find we are not. I will give you some examples which you may not appreciate, but I have a habit of doing this. I have said it in a number of seminars in our university. When you go home, you expect that your wife will bring a glass of water for you, or maybe a cup of tea served in a very proper style. You expect that. And look at the other scenario. When your wife is out for her work and you are at home, when she comes, do you ever bother to give her a glass of water? Never. Why should I? Do you ever give a cup of tea to her? No. She will make her own cup of tea, which is unfortunate. This is where you need to begin the journey. Start respecting your woman. That is where, if you start at your home, you may find your friends calling you henpecker or a subservient fellow or whatever names they give it. Don't bother about it. You have to do that. You have to begin right away. If your wife is not well, your daughter is not well, get into the kitchen, you can do cooking. Why should you say, I am the husband, I am the son, why should I be doing it? You should be able to do each and every chore that your daughter, that your wife, that your mother, that your grandmother, they do it. Why should you not be doing it? And you should be doing it with a certain sense of elation, with a certain sense of appreciation for womanhood. If they do it, why should we not be doing it? And you should do this with absolute happiness. If you need to wash your utensils, you need to clean your floor, you need to do mopping, washing clothes, you should do it with a smiling face, not taking as a curse that my wife is not keeping well, my daughter doesn't do this, or my daughter is doing MBBS, therefore I have to do this. Why should you not? Because if you have come to this position in life, somebody has pampered you. Somebody has said, okay, you do your work, we will take care. So therefore, this is the time to reciprocate. This is the time to tell Almighty, I am grateful to you, you have brought me to this position in life, that I am on my own and I am on my own in a very comfortable manner. So if that be so, I am healthy, I am cheerful, I am able to do my course independently. If that be so, you also appreciate the spirit. If you do these things, that same spirit is observing your character, your nature, your duty, your style. So if you do this, this is where the gender equality will begin. Not by giving lectures outside that here I am very respectful to women, and when you go home you start scolding your wife, or you start, well, I don't want to use any other word. You are all aware of this, the problem that our society faces. This is where you need to begin. And whatever I am saying, I am saying from the core of my heart. You might be wondering that I am only preaching. I am not preaching. I am able to do everything in my house, let me tell you. Everything, you name a thing, I would be able to do it. Starting from mopping, to cleaning clothes, to serving tea to my wife, or making food. Whenever required, even if there are guests and my wife or somebody is not well, I will be very gladly doing it, and I will serve as if I have been a professional waiter in a hotel. Let me tell you. And let me tell you also that whatever work you do, whatever I am saying, whether you are organizing books here, or you are pressing your clothes here, or you are discussing with your family, whatever you are doing, if you start enjoying your work, well, then sky is the limit in terms of happiness. If I am enjoying cooking, if I am enjoying serving my family, nothing better can be there. And if I can squeeze some time out of my busy schedule, whatever I am in, wherever I am, if you squeeze time to do this, I will tell you, this is something not to be spoken, not to be conveyed in words, but it is something to be experienced. You do this once in a blue moon, try doing it, I am telling you. You do this, the kind of internal happiness, immense sense of satisfaction that you get, it is unthinkable. But in terms of words, I cannot communicate that feeling. If you do it, it is something, you do it yourself and you will realize what a great pleasure it is. Helping somebody out, doing something for somebody, that's where we need to begin the gender equality. Otherwise, all this is, I am not using any strong word in English. I can give you umpteen number of great adjectives in English which will belittle those fellows who do not respect their womanhood. But I am not using, because otherwise somebody will say, a Vice Chancellor was using these words for men folk. So therefore we need to begin from our own house. Do this. If you find your family life improves with this, you find your society looks at you and they improve, then gender equality in terms of research, universities, schools, colleges will take longer to achieve. But if you do this way, through word of mouth, through word of action, from your style, it spreads to your neighbor, to your family, to your society, to your blocks, then gender equality will be far faster than what we can do otherwise. In countries like Sweden, Denmark, Scandinavian countries we call it, if you read the gender equality in terms of rights, in terms of what one does, you will find it is absolutely equal. And in US and all, which is a kind of a neo-socialist or neo-intermediary in terms of gender equality, they pose that they are not in real sense. So let's not pose, let's become a real egalitarian kind of a person in this society. If that is done, you will find we are in the right place and we will be making rapid strides towards gender equality. This is the theme. Let's take, if not anything else, those who are sitting here, all of us, let's take a pledge that now onwards I am going to do whatever I have suggested. Do this, let me tell you, you will be happier, you will be healthier, and you will have so much sense of satisfaction that nothing else will give you anything else other than happiness. Thank you very much for inviting me here. And I know I would have said something which many of you would not have liked, but that I believe in frankness, I believe in bluntness. Whatever was there, I put it out. Enjoy that, and I wish a very happy Women's Day to all our women folks, and do very well. God bless all of you. Thank you very much.
And all colleagues who are here. I also largely I do similar things what Honorable Vice Chancellor told, but couple of things I was not doing. I'll take care of it, like serving tea to my wife at least morning I can do. So those things I'll take care from today. So that next Women's Day when we meet, I can tell you that I have that is this. And I wish happy Women's Day to all colleagues, especially the female colleagues who are here. And I also congratulate and thank librarian sir for organizing this function on this special occasion. Thank you.
I cannot spell out the words as per our register, sir. Even I will also pledge, as and when our madam joins the Pondicherry University, the morning I will serve the cup along with the hot water. Sure, sir. Even we are thankful to our Honorable Vice Chancellor with his busiest schedule. He accommodated a time to inaugurate our book exhibition on the theme of International Women's Day. Thank you, sir. We sincerely submit thanks to you because you are the backbone of our library. Thank you, sir. Even our registrar sir also is very busy. He also came 2 times, but due to some problem, we did not do the things. Sir, however, thanks for your kind presence. Thank you. We sincerely say thanks to you also, our finance officer, for your kind presence. And also we say thanks to the COE, Shri Sadanand Swami also. Even meanwhile, in the beginning, I did not welcome our library professional this function because this function belongs to our library professional only. So there is no need to say once again in the format welcome to all our library professionals. Thanks also, I will submit my sincere thanks to all library professionals because the function is happening because of you. Thanks a lot.